What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Formcast, episode 147, if I'm not wrong, which I probably am. But holy jeez, what a week and what a weekend we had. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm not wearing a hat because I didn't want to. I gotta let this hair breathe because I feel like I'm balding in spots that I shouldn't be balding. I feel like because wearing hats all the time since I shaved my head and I look like a chia pet and I'm too cheap to go get a haircut. Yeah. No hat day today. With that being said, today I want to chat about two things. One, just came off of my, I don't know how many, 24-hour stream. Friday to Saturday evening, 24 hours straight, no sleep, no naps, no nothing. Little break here to take the dog out, little break there to take myself out. 24-hour stream. I've done a handful of these already. Including a 30-hour stream back in May. That was my last marathon stream. And every time I do these, I make a point to the viewers, to the community members, that I will not be sleeping, that I will not be taking naps, I will not be leaving stream just to do things for an hour or two. Nuh-uh. We plan it out properly. That's why they're so far in between each other, because I got to make sure, the dog's taken care of, things are taken care of at home, and, I don't mess up my entire schedule. The thing is, man, oh man. I don't know if it's because I'm a year older this year. Well, just like last year, I guess. But, man, these 24 hours take a toll on the body. Staying up all night long, talking all night long, trying to focus on games, content, all that stuff all night long. Man, does it take a toll on the body and the brain. The one thing I did change this year, or not this year, but this time, is instead of starting at 6 p.m. roughly to finish around 6 p.m. the next day and then stay up for a few hours and then go to bed, I started later. I started about 9:45 p.m. I actually had a hockey game beforehand, which I'm surprised that didn't drain the energy even more. But usually after hockey, I'm pretty awake, pretty hyped up. And I think it went a little bit better in terms of the recovery from the 24-hour stream starting at 9:30. So I finished at 9:30, 9:45. The community actually held me hostage during the 24-hour stream. They like to start hype trains at the very end of streams, and I can't rate out on a hype train. It just goes against all streamer rules and etiquette. And they literally kept me for 52 more minutes. I went 24 hours and 52 minutes, almost a 25-hour stream. You get pretty loopy at that point, and things happen in your brain, and things happen in the stream, and all of a sudden, you're sort of regretting, but not regretting your decision to stay up for that long. So with that being said, I went to bed around 10:30 or so. I hit the bed, man. My pillow hit my pillow. I think I'm still tired. My head hit the pillow, and I do not remember falling asleep. I woke up the next day, and I actually finished kitchen renos with some family members that have been helping me out. Finished grouting the entire backsplash, which there's a lot of it. Finished flooring. It was just great, man. Very productive yesterday. Today I'm feeling a little bit tired, but it is Monday, so it's a day off for me. And I did stream last night as per my schedule. Decided to keep that the way we usually do, because I like keeping the schedule on par. Also, if I took last night off, I would have to take tonight off, or today I would have to stream, is what I'm saying. And we're just not about that. I like my Mondays off. I got some yard work to do a little bit. It is winter time coming. So with that being said, I'm definitely ready to enjoy my day off after I do a little bit of work, of course, like this podcast recording. So the 24-hour stream went well. A lot of people are like, is it worth it? And it honestly depends on what you see as worth when it comes to streams. When you really think about it, it could be a sub count, so financial support. It could be a view count. I got raids that I've never gotten before during the 24-hour stream, and I think that in itself is a massive win, because it not only allows you to meet new people, or the same streamers that might raid you normally, but the thing is, when you get raids at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, you are never live during that time, usually. For me anyways, according to my schedule, I'm a daytime streamer usually. So you meet these new people, you can connect with them, and they may come back to your stream, and they may become part of the community, and you never know when they might be a regular viewer at some point. So it's really, really the opportunity to captivate the attention of new people, new viewers, new friends, and that in itself for a streamer is absolute gold. So the raids in itself were really, really, really awesome. Some of them were really big. Some of them were from new people, all that kind of stuff. So that alone is really good. And just the fact that we talked about this last night on stream quickly is a few people mentioned that when the stream ended, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know what to watch. Didn't know, kind of just. And it dawned on me. I'm sitting there. I'm saying like, wow, I really am that TV show, that movie for people, that place where they can just escape and really come and just chill and hang out and watch and not even say a single word. Maybe they don't want to chat at all. Maybe they've been chatting the entire time. I had people stay up with me overnight. One of my mods, my boy Cheap, got Arc Raiders. We played Arc Raiders forever, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about quickly after this. So it's just insane. And every 24-hour stream, something has happened where I'm like, yeah, man, that was really worth it. So, and like I said, you find the value and the worth in whatever you think you should find the value worth in doing any marathon stream or any stream event. So, with that being said, Arc Raiders. Oh, by the way, am I going to do another marathon stream anytime soon? I don't think so. Man, they just take a toll on the body, man, and the time and the routine and all that kind of stuff. But they're fun when we do them. Yeah, but maybe once in a while, not a regular occurrence. So with that being said, Arc Raiders, I really want to touch base on this really quickly. It came out not long ago. Black Ops 7 is out as of last Friday. I don't even care about that game. I don't know who's playing it. I don't see anybody on my list playing it. I know of a few people who are like COD junkies that no matter what it is, no matter how shit the game is, no matter how repetitive it is, no matter how reworked the material is, they'll play it. It's all good. I get it. But I don't see anybody talking about it. I don't see anybody being like, this is the best game ever, blah, 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 blah. All I see is Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders. I am not an extraction shooter, looter shooter type player, gamer, streamer. I have never played an extraction shooter like something like Tarkov, and I just Arena Breakout, all that kind of stuff. I've never played a looter shooter. They always seem super complex. There's so much looting. There's so many items. What do you need? What do you not need? Da 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 da. I am addicted to Arc Raiders. I will be the first to admit that I have been swayed to be an Arc Raider player for a long time to come, unless the game really just gives up on itself and it goes downhill. This game is so good. You can play alone. It's so fun. You can play with friends. It's so fun. The interactions in the game are so fun, except when people just shoot you in the back and betray you and just like don't let you be friends. But then you would do the same to them if you had really good stuff. And anyways, so the risk reward of a looter shooter has hit me hard in the brain because when you got that loot, when you have what you need, and when you found some epic gold items and you're just like really, you're thrilled, the adrenaline is pumping, you got to get to the elevator, you got to get down back to Speranza, and you got to get out of there. And then you meet someone who's like, nah, you're not. Or when the robots from Ark decide to ruin your day, it's not fun. So with that being said, Arc Raiders, one of the best games I've played. I have had 0 games lately really pull me in and say, please let me play this game. Please, I want to play the game. I want to play. No game has done that for me for a long time. This game, the replayability, the amount of loot that you can get, the quests that are there, the upgrading of your raider, the skills, right? The abilities that you could upgrade in the game for your raider, the amount of weapons you can do, the upgrades you need, the quests you need to get done, all these things, the new maps, the new events, the matriarch, the giant mom bot, like it's just absolutely insane. And it's $40. I'm going to let that sink in. I'm going to pause for dramatic effect. It is $40. Call of Duty is $90 unless you want to pay for like the Vault Edition. Translate that to my Canadian money, my Monopoly money, my funny money, my washable money. And I mean that in like a washer dryer situation, not like illegal washing money. Need to clarify that for legal reasons. I will never be able to justify paying $110 for a Call of Duty game. I paid $110 for Battlefield 6. I don't really care to play Battlefield 6 right now. Will I go back? Probably. Red Sec is really fun. But my God, I paid $56 for Arc Raiders, and I played during the 24-hour stream. I wasn't expecting this, but I played probably 15 hours worth and I didn't want to get off. I didn't care to switch. I didn't care to change it up. I changed it up so that the viewers had something different to watch, and I could, refresh my brain a little bit, go do something, and come back to it. But my God, I played so much of it. It is so fun. It is insanely, insanely, insanely good. I don't think there's a game right now that matches the fun you can have on Arc Raiders if you are a shooter gamer. Because I'll tell you what, not everybody likes to play shooters. Not everybody likes that slower paced looter. But when the action hits in Raiders, you better be held on tight. You better grab that old shit bar in front of you and just hold on for the ride because things are going to get wonky. And when you lose everything you have, well, you go right back in and you try and regain. It's actually insanely, insanely fun. So with that being said, I suggest if you've been curious about that game, check it out. Come to the stream, talk to me about it, ask me questions. As a brand new rookie, new looter shooter type player, honestly it's probably really good to ask questions. And as a rookie to it all, I would love to answer them. I really want to play this afternoon. Like I really want to it's my day off. I never usually game anymore. I was playing some Marvel Rivals a couple times, trying ranking up and all that. Season 5 just came out. Gambit's really fun. I'm not even willing to talk about it right now on podcast because it's cool and all, but I mean, it's Rivals. It's a ranked game, and you go in there, and you don't have to play ranked. I get it, but for me, it is. And you just go in, you try to rank up, and you play the game. Gambit's really fun. He's got a lot of util. I suggest you check him out too if you're into Rivals. But Arc Raiders, man, I want to play it all afternoon. I could play for hours and hours and hours. And the problem is, I'm an adult, and I have things to put away in the shed. And my lock on my shed is frozen, so I have to somehow unlock it. Things to do, man. Places to be, people to see, things to do. I got to read my book. I got to start the 3rd book from the Aragon series. If you're a book reader, please let me know. I love reading now. It's been a couple years I've been back into reading. I love it. And Aragon is a great series. So with that being said, man, I don't know. Arc Raiders, 24-hour stream. I might be a little bit loopy still, but I am addicted. You know what? That's it. That's all. I'm going to go do my chores as fast as I can so I can try and play some video games today. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.